As a World Trade Center, we've been working very closely with the Prime Minister's office, especially on the Smart Cities initiative. And we have also done a white paper for the Prime Minister's office on smart cities, the 100 smart cities. And we realized that as a smart city, there was a lot of research which we did for the smart city, and we realized that smart cities were not just the ICT based or ICT enabled cities. There was much more for a city to be a smart city. Yes, ICT was at the forefront of it, but it required a lot of planning, a lot of master and urban planning. And not only was it limited to green fields, as is now the case with the 100 smart cities that we see that are being launched. There are also smart cities which are going to be brownfield cities. And for us, we are in the the role model city of Gift City, which is in Gujarat, which is the first smart city, which is allegedly to be the first smart city of India. As Gujarat's first World Trade Center, we are there. We are part of the integrated development. And the smart city that it is actually being considered is largely because there are centralized services. The city does not really require for each and every development to have parking, to have air conditioning, to have a lot of services which are required for the commercial integrated development or even residential for that matter can be centralized, well managed, controlled, and provided to the entire city. Incidentally, Gift City is more than 1,000 acres. So, and all of them are centralized services wherein the centralized services would be provided, very, very well planned. But that is for a greenfield smart city. A lot of you would have heard of Greater Noida. It's not considered to be a smart city, but if you really ask me, and that is where we have World Trade Center Noida. The reason we selected North India's first World Trade Center in Noida was because, as per the parameters of the World Trade Center, it is a smart city. It is very, very well planned. I mean, it is catering to the planning of the city for more than 40 years. That is how well planned Greater Noida is. And that is where North India's first World Trade Center was selected as the first place or the location where World Trade Center would come up. And incidentally, Gujarat, again, in the Gift City.
Smart cities really also, just to take off from what she said, was smart cities is not about parking or integrated services or a smart building which is more energy efficient. Smart cities is about making use of your limited resources in the maximum possible way. So it could be in retail, it could be in parking, it could be in energy or anything else. Whatever you're trying to do, you need to maximize and make most efficient use of that limited resource that you have. May it be power, may it be real estate, may it be parking area available. All of this, to do this and to manage that much data, technology becomes critical for this. Now, there are talks about the driverless cars, and coming back to your question exactly, but the talks about driverless cars coming, and Tesla is probably the most feared company by most of the German companies out there, and so is Google. And they're not really worried about the other companies which they look as traditional competitors. The thought is that our grandchildren will never even have a driver's license. They will not need one. Nobody else will need one. There won't be a driver driving your car if it's a driverless car. There's no efficiency in driving to a location, finding a parking spot, or reserving it before. Eventually, this is going to go. It's how quickly is this going to happen, and what do we need to do to plan for it?